Hey y'all, Pawpaw here. Looking a little wild, kind of letting the beard grow. All right, today, well, let me show you what we're working on. All right, today we have a Generac GP 550. It is, or 5500, I'm sorry. 5500 running watts, 6,875 starting watts. Clean generator, it won't start. I was told that the gas that's in it right now is about 2 years old. So we're gonna pull the breather box, pull the carb, and see what it looks like on the inside. So y'all bear with me, we'll be right back. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna lift this handle up out of our way, or out of my way. All right, gas is turned on. Let's turn it off. We already know this gas is old, so we're not gonna try and start it. We don't want to suck none of that stuff in through the carburetor. Take this knob loose. We're going to cover this, or we're going to take this breather cover off. Pull this air filter. It's a 10mm nut. Now I've already pulled the drain screw out of the bowl on the carburetor and nothing come out. So that lets me know that it's full of gunk. We're going to reach back here. You've got a hose that runs into here. That hose right there. We're going to pull it up out of the way. Now we're going to remove that nut. Now, if you follow me around here, when you come to your carburetor, down here you've got another nut or bolt that's got to come off. To get the breather box off. So we pull that bolt. Here's your carburetor, breather box. You don't need to worry about this hose. Just flip our breather box up on top out of the way. Now, I told y'all I've done pulled this. Let's pull it again. Nothing's running out. So we're going to stick that back in temporary. Now this carburetor is going to come all the way off. Up here on top, you got a spring and an idle arm. Go ahead and take that spring off. Pull this idle all the way around and just lift that arm up. Disconnect your fuel line. We're going to put a drain pan over here. Now, we're going to pull this carburetor off. Guys, nut here on the bottom of your bowl, it's a 14 millimeter. Shouldn't be that hard to get off, but it was. And that right there is why it wasn't running. That should not be in your carburetor. So, we're going to pull the pin out of our float. Needle valve is seized into place. So we're going to take our needle nose, pull that needle valve out. We'll clean it up. Maybe we can get it working. All right, so we got our bowl off. Sorry, I wasn't recording. Need to clean the bowl out. We're going to take our flathead screwdriver, get right down in the center. We're going to remove that jet. Once we get that jet out, we're going to get our tools that we use for cleaning torches. We're going to find the right size to go down into that jet. We're going to make sure it goes all the way through and that jet's cleaned out. Then we're going to take and go in through here, same place that jet come from. Make sure that we can see it come all the way up into the bottom of the carburetor. Carburetors are pretty simple. Take our little brushes, clean where your needle valve seat's at. We'll even run one up to that jet path. Got that cleaned out. Put your jet back in. Tighten it down. Don't over tighten it, but tighten it down. Now we can set the carburetor off to the side. Now we want to take our needle valve out. We're going to clean it up using a little bit of brake clean or carbon choke cleaner. Now we got it all nice and clean-ish. There's not really nothing you can do about the staining on the float. So put the needle valve back in the float, and now we'll focus on the bowl. Most of this can be cleaned out with your finger and a rag or a screw or wire brush. Alright, got that all cleaned out. Ready to go back on. We'll spray our carburetor down real quick. Just because we don't want it looking like total garbage. And now, my bolt that holds the bolt onto the carburetor fell into my drain pan. So I got to go find it. Alright, I retrieved my bolt. If you look, it's got a hole in the middle of it, which usually means there's going to be a hole around here somewhere. So we're going to take this wire brush and clean till we figure out where it's supposed to be. Wire brush ain't quite getting the job done. Found it. Found it. Alright, we're going to go back to our little torch tips. It'll be a little hard to see, but one of our holes is right there. Tips. Start off with the smallest tip. How about we go to the biggest tip and make sure that inside is clean for the most part. We'll go back to our smallest tip. Alright, we're through there. There's one on the other side. Now we're through there. So we're going to go up a size. They're directly across from each other, so you should be able to get them cleaned out pretty good. Let's go up one more size. Let's see if we can go up one more. Then we'll take our and that should have it. All right. Now that we've got our bolt clean, we're going to put our needle valve back in. Make sure it moves. We'll figure out what we've done with our pin. Okay, now that I've gotten a replacement pin for my float, since I lost the other one, see about putting this thing back together. All right, got the bolt on. Got it tight. Now, we will slide our carburetor back over our two bolts. Hook our fuel line back up. Put our clamp on. Bring our breather box down. Up. Throttle rod hooked back up. Spring. Gasket that I knocked off. Breather box. Nuts for the breather box. Take your vent tube. Push it back in. Hook it back up to your valve cover. We'll take your little metal plate. Air filter. Got your bolt. It comes out the back of your breather box to the brace. Alright. We'll put our breather box back on because I have faith that this is going to run now. And that I'm not going to have to shoot ether to it to get it started. We'll turn our gas on. Take our drain out the side of our bowl. We got good clean gas flowing. So we're going to put our drain bolt back in. Snug it up. All right. Now for the ultimate test. Get your stuff off the top. You don't want to lose none of it. Reach over here. It's in the on position. Not sure which way is choke. It don't say. Hold on, there we go. Choke, run. Okay, so that's choke. See if it'll start. First pull. There you have it. And there you have it. A running, working Generac GP 5500 generator that has been sitting with 2-year-old gas in it. We know it's been sitting for at least 2 years. Could have been longer, but it's running, it's doing good. That one's ready to go back to its owner. If y'all have any questions, leave me a comment. If y'all like these DIY videos, please like, subscribe, click that notification bell. That way you know whenever I upload something new. I lost the pin for the float in this one, but I made a new one. Simple to do. I'm sure I'll find the pin one day whenever I'm not looking for it. But that's all for today, y'all. I'm tired. I'm going camping this weekend. Gonna go fishing. So subscribe. Help build this channel. This is Pawpaw saying, y'all have a good one. Look at the sunset behind the trees. And we'll see you next time.